Pill description: 8 mm round powder blue pill. One side, stylized R, other side, scored. Above score, 053. Purported to be diazepam. Owing to the blue color, I guess that it is probably 10 mg, as this is the color scheme that non-generic Valium uses. Erowid note. According to the Drug Identification Bible, this is a generic 10 mg diazepam pill produced by PurePak Pharmaceutical. 1:50 a.m. I ingest the pill. We had a snowstorm today, and I had ingested some DPT earlier in the evening to go play in the foot-deep snow. The first real snowstorm in over 3 years, but it has long since worn off. I also smoked a little pot earlier, but it has mostly worn off as well. I am more or less at baseline. 2:20 a.m. I begin to feel a little different. It's been a long time since I've had any benzodiazepines, but this does feel like what I remember. The main distinctions between the various benzodiazepines are in duration and intensity. Qualitatively, they are all more or less the same. As far as comparison to other depressants, it is most similar to GHB, but definitely not the same. It's even less similar to alcohol, and only vaguely similar to the narcotics. I will base most of my comparisons on GHB, that being the depressant I'm most familiar with. Diazepam is supposed to take about an hour to reach peak effect, so it's still too early to really describe it, or compare it to anything else. Initially, it seems as if there is more of a calming effect, but less of a euphoric effect than GHB. The physical sensations are somewhat different as well. There is more of a feeling of muscle relaxation than GHB produces, and the ecstasy-like tactile enhancements of GHB are pretty much absent from the diazepam experience. The come-on is a lot more gradual. I'm at T+030 now, and it's just beginning to take effect. I'll give it some more time. 2:50 a.m. Well, I'm now at T+1 o'clock, and I'm feeling the diazepam pretty well. Though from what I've read, it can take from 1 to 2 hours for peak plasma levels. And I didn't have an empty stomach, so I'm sure I haven't reached the peak effect yet. I can feel it gradually increasing still. In fact, I'm a good deal more intoxicated than I was a half hour ago, but a lot of my original assessments hold. Compared to GHB, this is a milder intoxication in some ways. The muscle relaxation is a lot stronger than with GHB. The sensation is similar to having just stepped out of a hot bath or sauna, totally relaxed muscles, a jello-like body feeling. There is much more of an urge to close the eyes than I get on GHB, though I don't feel sleepy at all. As I said earlier, this is much more of a calming, relaxing feel than the euphoric high of GHB. There is a touch of the strobe-like dizzy visual effect that I sometimes get from high doses of GHB, but it is much more subdued. I am listening to music through headphones. Diazepam seems much more conducive to music appreciation than GHB. I keep getting drawn to lie down and just relax and absorb the music. 3:10 a.m. I'm at T+120 now. I think I've hit the peak effects. Diazepam seems to be more of a dumbing high than GHB. I find myself closing my eyes and just listening to music and feeling the physical sensations. There is a lot less noise in my mind than usual. Less thoughts flying back and forth. This is much more noticeable than on GHB. I feel as if sleep would be easy and pleasant at this point, but it's not the irresistible passing out that GHB can cause. Putting on some more up-tempo music dramatically increases my energy level, and vanquishes all thoughts of sleep. I feel very mellow and relaxed. I have a pleasant body high which is similar to GHB, yet distinct. More relaxed, less tingly. When I get up to walk around, I stagger a little. Unlike alcohol and GHB though, this stagger doesn't seem to be due to dizziness or a loss of equilibrium, but rather due to the fact that my leg muscles are very relaxed, and my legs feel a little jello-like, sort of like if I had exercised them a great deal earlier. My whole body in fact is sort of slumped and very relaxed. None of my muscles seem to have any tension. 3:25 a.m. Still about the same place, but I feel myself yawning a little now. Not really tired at all though. I decide to smoke some marijuana at 3:35, or T+145. 3:35 a.m. I went outside and filled a juice glass full of loose snow. I spooned this snow into my bong, and loaded a hit into the bowl. I take a hit. The icy cold condensed smoke goes down smoothly and expands in my lungs. Immediately I feel a significant boost in the effects of the diazepam, though it has changed slightly from the THC now in my system. Considering the date and realizing that this snowstorm is probably my last opportunity to take snowbongs at least until next winter, I load another hit and suck it down. I cough pretty hard. Well, one more just for good luck. I feel pretty high now. I'll give it a few minutes to settle in, then describe it. 3:50 a.m. T plus 2 o'clock and feelin' groovy. I predominantly feel diazepam, but it's now strongly colored by the pot. The mild shaky visual effect I noticed earlier is now noticeably stronger, approaching the levels I'd expect from alcohol. I feel much more lucid than I would on GHB or alcohol. But this is illusion. I'm clear-headed, but *2 clear-headed. There are far fewer verbal thoughts running through my mind than normal. But there is no feeling of confusion or disorientation. It is not a loss of coherence, just a drastic slowing of pace. 4:20 a.m. I take a puff, of course. I still feel about the same, and I think this report can be wound up now. It's T plus 2:30. Thinking about the diazepam and how the night has gone, it looks like its two primary actions seem to be as an anxiolytic and a muscle relaxer. There is a mild euphoria, but a lot less than from GHB or alcohol. It's more a feeling of relaxation than anything else. Granted, I am alone right now, but this still feels much less of a social drug than GHB or alcohol, too. This is something I'd like to take by myself and lay in a hammock or on the beach. Not a party drug. I've enjoyed benzodiazepines every time I've done them, and find them far superior to alcohol. They're not something I enjoy enough to seek them out, but they're a nice treat when they come into my hands. I'm sure I will sleep well tonight.